So the latest episode of Spy Family has come and gone, but it's such a great one. For all the Your lovers out there, this whole series of these next few episodes are probably going to be for you. And as one of those, I am excited. Because now Yor, who is of course being an assassin, is now tasked with being a bodyguard. And although at first her inexperience in being actually knowing what to do as a bodyguard is shown a little bit, you know, she does some things, but then there's still some issues she's trying to learn. One thing she knows what to do is how to kill someone. And my lord, yours just popped off on this episode. And speaking of popping off, like, she took a guy out with a button. And it's crazy. And honestly, can we just talk about the fact that she literally threw one of her daggers into the side of this guy's skull and there was no blood? Now, granted, it probably has to do with the fact of the show, the way that it is, and you know, kids watch it as well as adults. So yeah, you know, I can understand why they're not showing it, but they pretty much have everything else where it's shooting and stuff, and yours just straight killing these guys. But then somehow it's all done cleanly. Even when they wrap this guy up, towel, robes, or whatever you want to say, tablecloth, no blood, even though he got impaled through the head. Perfectly clean. Regardless, I mean, Yor is just, oh my God, she's just one of a kind. I just love her character. Like, in a moment that if you blinked, you would have missed it, Yor is over here like, bloodlust is in this room. She just snatches the button off the guy's shirt, looks around, and gets the hint of bloodlust and throws this button and knocks the guy out with the button. And notice where she hit him. She hit him like in the jaw or the side of the face. And with quick movement, like in the jaw, there's a reason why boxers try to hit people like in their jaw. Because one thing about boxing is if you don't have an iron jaw, you can get knocked out very easily. So just straight up, just hit him so quick, so clean. And in the next scene, you notice one thing, he didn't spill a drop. This dude has champagne in his hand and she knocks him out so cleanly, the champagne just swirls around him and he just falls backwards. Not one single drop out of that glass. My lord. Like I said, this is a Yor episode. She popped off. And let's just talk about her handler, I guess is the best way to say. This old guy who you think is like, you know, he's been trying to give advice to Yor and all this stuff. You have no idea if he's trained to be an assassin or whatnot. He definitely has some training because this guy knows how to break people's bones super cleanly. Like, he's just straight up like, that's one broken arm. Oh, there's another broken arm. You better answer me, I'll break the leg. Oh, there goes your leg. It's just like, this guy is just precise to a T, giving advice to Yor on top of trying to make sure that the mission goes well. And the fact that he is undercover, working in the same job as Yor, as her boss, if you will. So, which makes sense, you know, because you want to have your handler, an assassin's handler, be close to the assassin because they're the ones that give the missions and kind of help things around. So in this case, excused himself, snuck up behind this guy and just cleanly just broke all the bones, snapped his neck, threw him overboard, just did everything. Like, Lord, who's gonna cross this guy? I will note how good Twilight is, because he was pretty much the only one on the good guy side, you could say, that knew that, hey, there are bugs all over this cruise and there's some shady people around. But I'm just gonna ignore it for Anya's sake. Right now, we have followed Twilight through pretty much this whole series. Like, even season 1, like everything that's happened has been us following him. So now it's like a change in direction that this is Yor's time to shine. So we're seeing all the stuff that's happening to Yor. So he's on the back end with Anya. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure by the end of this arc, he will definitely he'll have a role to play. It wouldn't surprise me. But I will say I am surprised by the sheer number of assassins that's on this ship. trying to finish off this girl, this woman and the baby. Like here alone, I'm counting like 17 people. Granted, a few of them didn't finish this deliberation, but there's also the guy that is selling the information to them somewhere on the ship. Now he wouldn't surprise me because of his espionage style. It wouldn't surprise me if Twilight finds him and they have a battle, but then the rest of these assassins Yor may have to deal with on top of Twilight. Like I said, I have the feeling that Twilight's going to get pulled into this some way or another. Definitely looking forward to to next episode, but I will leave with one thing. How in the world did this corridor go from having a whole bunch of people to nobody? And it's like, this guy is swinging around a hammer and sickle. Yet, all of a sudden, I mean, yes, I know they're in the middle of the night, but we just saw scenes of people walking by the shop, but then all of a sudden, there's nobody. Just nobody. No one's going to comment, hey, why is that guy swinging around a hammer and sickle in the hallway? We'll see how it turns out next week, but overall, great episode, and definitely one that is Yor focused, showcasing her skills more than just assassinating. She's actually a very good bodyguard, and I'm looking forward to next week because this is the cliffhanger we're left with. So we'll see see how this turns out. And props to Anya for her and her telepathy. I'm sure she's gonna be Anya in the middle of all of this. We shall see how it turns out. But in the meantime, you guys take care. Hope you enjoy the analysis. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. We will definitely take a look at this more in the future. In the meantime, you guys be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.